The VIPs were certainly feeling it as they lined up and dug in for the symbolic groundbreaking the weekend before workers really set to the task. The project has been a long time in the planning. Even ODOT Director Matt Garrett was on hand to help wish the project success.
This project is much more than a pavement rehabilitation project. It's a safety project. It's a freight mobility project. It's a livability project. It's a pedestrian project. It's an economic development project. And simply put, it's a project that celebrates community.
Ahead of all the construction, the theme of the party was, I dig big rigs, with lots of Sisters folks on hand, including the mayor, who all hope that the project moves forward smoothly.
The Cascade Avenue Street Improvement Project represents the culmination of years of work and collaboration from both the city and state agencies. I thank all the literally hundreds of people who have given their time and expertise.
And even the early morning snow couldn't put a damper on the activities.
Spend some time and enjoy yourselves in Sisters Country. Thanks, everybody.
It was bright and early Monday morning as crews set to work in Sisters, preparing to take out the old highway and put in the new. They've got a tight deadline to get in, remove the old, crumbling highway surface, take out the sidewalks, rebuild the drainage, and put it all back together again. ODOT's been working with the City of Sisters for over 5 years to get to this date, knowing that there was no other option but to completely rebuild the highway. There's been so much traffic through Sisters that the highway was simply falling apart from use. What we've promised to do is have the heavy highway building done before the end of May and the start of the busy tourism season. That means the workers will be there, day and night when necessary, to get the job done. The job is worth $5 million or so when all is taken into account, and it will rebuild 6 blocks of the downtown highway along Cascade, right through the middle of town. But we'll do it in stages and keep access to downtown open for business. When it's done, what a difference it'll make. Smooth streets, wide pedestrian-friendly sidewalks, benches, trees, lamps, a whole new streetscape for the community. And just like all the folks in Sisters, we can't wait for the job to be done and see how it looks. Now please bear with us as we take care of the highway and the people who use it. Workers have been scrambling to get the $5 million highway rebuilding job done here before the middle of May. ODOT had decided that the highway was basically falling apart and needed to be completely rebuilt from the ground up. So crews got in and started to dig out the old highway back in March and have been working to meet the mid-May deadline. And they're not just working on the highway. Sidewalks have been rebuilt, new streetscape established, improved crosswalks laid out, and even some of the buildings had to be reset onto new foundations. But with the May 15th deadline in sight, workers have been putting in overtime to get the job done, and we'll be back to wrap things up in the fall.
Sisters can serve as a flagship community for other communities that are going through this project in the future. Thank you all again, and another round of applause for this road being opened.
It was back in March that the heavy lifting started, but even before that, this project was in the planning stages as far back as 2009, 4 years. But with the paving taking place about 2.5 months into the project, it's all done except for some bricklaying and landscaping. That was enough for the mayor to say, job over, and thanks for your support.
We couldn't have done this project on time without our partners at ODOT, without Knife River, without the chamber, without the business community. We've thanked them all. But there's a greater community that's really came out, and we saw them rally as well. And that's both the citizens and the people that shop and love Sisters.
This was such an important project for ODOT that even the director was on hand for this special day.
This is a project that I believe I will have the privilege of speaking about as I travel across the state, of how it's done, of how you partner and how you deliver a project that is much more than a transportation investment. It's a community investment.
And then with the formalities out of the way, it was time to cut the ribbon and formally open US 20 through Sisters once again. There will be some minor work taking place throughout the summer.